Was that you singing high? That was terrible. Sound like you're still on a cat's tail.
I can't sing that low every week.
It's alright guys, I've got this covered. Here's one I made earlier. Let's just run this.
G'day and welcome to Gen Y Footy for the first time in 2012. Quite nervous, Frankie.
Wow.
Haven't done anything for 5 months. Been a big off-season. Wow. We're excited because one reason. As I was saying, Could a football club player next to my right here.
Yes,
a little bit nervous. You say it, go. I'm a bit nervous.
Nick Dalsano, welcome to Gen Y Footy, and you've basically turned the whole show upside down. It's become Gen Y Footy with Dal, Dean and Frankie. Thank you.
Thanks for pushing me off the first title name.
You've still got the middle seat though, which is the main thing in this studio. Thanks a lot for having me, guys. Really excited. It has been a big 5 months. We're finally here. Let's get stuck into it.
For sure, mate. You've had a big pre-season over the summer. Now, if I had your rig, I'd be standing in front of the Herald Sun also, because have a look at this photo here. This was you down. Where was this one at?
Oh, it's a tad embarrassing.
Don't pretend it was.
I was flexing. I do admit I was flexing. That was down at Lakes Entrance for our community camp. I did have 45 other guys next to me, and I weaseled my way to the front and just got the single shot. So very happy with it.
Is that right?
That's not true, because we were there the day that you actually me on the back page, and you stared at it for a good 5 minutes, and you pretended that you didn't like it, and you actually loved it
too. You text your mum, showed it.
Yeah, it would have been hard to buy a Herald Sun in Melbourne that day. It was I had most of them, and mum had the rest of them, but. A tad embarrassing, but that's the way it goes.
And I can also feel a bit of love in the air over the pre-season. You've been engaged in the off-season. There's your beautiful fiancée, Julie.
Yes, there she is.
That was in Fiji that you got engaged, was it, over the summer?
We got engaged in Hawaii over the summer. Yeah, it was good. It was a good time.
How'd you do it, mate? How'd you do it?
I went a little bit romantic. Hired a red Mustang for the day, American Muscle, and did a lap of the island, and then proposed at North Shore.
So I got the right result anyway. She said yes.
Yeah, I had her. Thank you. I had her stitched up from the start. Yeah, cheers.
Were you prepared for a no though? I know that's obviously a bit pessimistic, but what would happen if she had said no?
Probably wouldn't have been on the wedding, I suppose.
Probably would have just kept the hotel room to myself. But no, she'd been prompting me for a little while, so I think it was just a matter of when.
Not more importantly, but there's another partnership that you're a part of now, and that's us, Frankie. So you've got a photo that you come across also.
This is more of a, this is like a threesome. So this photo here, Dal, is Julie's going to have to get used to this.
Oh no!
Because this is the new relationship that's formed over the summer, and as a result, we're going to be seeing a bit more of you than Julie probably.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know about your faces. Your body looks great. I'm still happy with your body.
It's the first time ever I've been happy with my body. So.
You actually don't make bad girls. You look all right.
Thank you.
So I don't know if that's a compliment, though.
I think there's something in your inbox later on to do.
Yeah, we'll have a chat about that later, which I'm looking forward to.
And Frankie, you got a gift for our man here.
Well, of course, as we mentioned, it's we're a family now, and as a result, so we showed the photo earlier of your lovely fiancée Julie and yourself.
Yes.
And when you've maybe had enough of Julie for the day, you can just flip it around and pop it on the mantelpiece.
Or she's had enough of him, because she's not.
Exactly.
She's a beautiful lady, Julie.
You pop that in the frame.
Yeah, thank you.
Take that home.
Thank you, guys.
And also because we're pretty close to Julie now, we talk regularly about the show and everything that's going on. She asked us to pass on a T-shirt on behalf of her. So we'll just hold that one up.
Love t-shirts.
Love them.
Yeah, well, good. I hope you like this one. Because this is what you have to wear, apparently.
When you're at the Hotel Barclay on a Sunday night or a Saturday night, you've got to trot out
all the Cougars are after you, or the,
That's not bad. Do you reckon they'll get the message?
I think they will.
Yeah, that's good.
There we go.
That was me. Sorry, guys.
So it's going well.
Bit of serious now. That won't happen too often on this show, Dale. But Mike Sheehan, top 50, does it every year. Does it twice a year, I reckon. He had you at 38. You're a two-time All-Australian last year, second in the Brownlow.
3-time.
Frankie, you told me too.
I didn't do the stats research.
Dustin Martin ahead of you, Michael Hurley ahead of you, Trent Cotchin ahead of you. What do you want to say to him? What do you want to say to Mike?
Mike's got his own opinions. I'm not going to look down the barrel and pot anyone here, but we'll see. I mean, that's his opinion, so he's not wrong with it, that's for sure.
What about what he said earlier?
You called him Peanut, yeah?
Not Mike.
Oh, sorry.
Not
No,
those
we're
It
ones.
must be a different Mike Sheehan. And now, Dale, you're a fan of Twitter. You've got on Twitter recently.
Yeah, joined about a month ago.
If you're not on Twitter, then you're sort of a few years behind the rest of the world.
And
But
he's Gen Y, so he has to
Gen
get on.
Y, it's
Yeah.
a compulsory prerequisite that you need to have Twitter. And we noticed that you put this tweet out over the summer, mate. Are you okay? You're saying here that you're all alone and you've got no one to hang out
You're
with,
a
mate?
loser.
Yeah, I hate being by myself. There's only a few times I like being by myself. And I was in a cafe having some sushi, and I could see four girls sitting together, and they were looking at me, and I thought this is a bit uncomfortable. And it wasn't because they recognised me. I thought this guy is a dead set loser.
You
Mate,
should have
if
had
you-
your T-shirt on, mate, and they wouldn't have been looking at you.
Yeah.
Mate, if you don't want to be a loser anymore, you haven't come to the right spot because we're losers.
You got two of the best ones,
Hey,
biggest losers right
let's
here,
do it
so
together.
Forgot to mention also, Frankie, that Bryce Gibbs is going to join us.
That's exciting.
And that's right up after this break. Don't go anywhere. You're with Gen Y Footy.
Tasmania. It's home to some of the toughest, harshest environments in the world. The weather can change in an instant. And yet Blunston has survived here for over 140 years. You don't survive that long without making a boot that's tough on the outside, but soft on the inside. Blunston, tough by nature.
Welcome back to Gen Y Footy. Well, very excited because we're both Carlton supporters, Frankie.
Absolutely. I hope Dale's probably feeling a little bit outnumbered at the moment.
I'm a Carlton supporter.
You know.
No. But I am because Gibbsy's here.
Gibbs, there you are. Perfect. Gibbsy, thanks for joining us, mate. Round one not far away. You're a bit nervous. You haven't had a win over the pre-season.
Just really looking forward to it. We've played about 5 or 6 pracky games now and sick of the Mickey Mouse stuff and ready to get into the real stuff.
Very close this desk, isn't it?
It is very, very
Sweaty
intimate.
under.
Now, mate, do you take any notice to what people say about the pre-season, or the NAB Cup's now become basically a nothing competition, hasn't it?
Yeah, we don't look too much into it at all. We've had a lot of injuries over the pre-season and probably just getting some fitness into those guys and trying out a few kids as well, and we've seen some good surprises, so I think that's what it's all about.
So Digan, Jamison, Laidler won't play. Will Walker play?
Nah.
Ooh.
So-
The Fab Four. Go on, Dale. What do you reckon? Richmond are a chance.
I'd still tip Carlton on big Thursday night game. I think I wouldn't read too much in the pre-season competition either. I still think Carlton are really competitive.
It was close last year, wasn't it? You come from behind and won in the last quarter, I think it was.
Yeah, they played some pretty good footy. We saw some of the footage of last year's round one, and they moved the ball pretty well. So they've had a pretty good start to their pre-season. So it should be a tough game.
Have you two been to the same hairdresser?
Yeah,
quite
Daisy up the back. No, mate. Now 80,000, of course, round one. It's pretty much the opener of the season now. No one really took much notice of the game last week, but 80,000, is it a different game, a different vibe, mate, or do you take it as it comes and it's just like every other home and away game?
No, it's a pretty big occasion. Obviously, round one, everyone's pretty excited and pretty toey to get into the season. So I don't think it's our home game this year, but the Carlton supporters always tend to come out in numbers, which is great.
And you've also got the March to the G, which I believe you guys are actually leaving from Federation Square and the Tigers are leaving from Punt Road. And I think Cooter's involved in that, leading the boys with Jeff Southby. So that's a little bit extra and something exciting for all the fans too.
Yeah, it's great. Good initiative by both clubs to get the supporters down and walk to the ground. Should be good.
Now, I've just got a photo here of when you were 18, mate. You went with the afro. Now it's very different with the swoop going on. What was going on there back in the Sandfield days?
That's probably the biggest thing that's changed me coming to Melbourne. It's
Yeah.
my fashion and my hair sense. Yeah, come a long way, haven't I?
We're in the Richmond colours too, mate, as well. So there's a little bit of yellow and black in your brights, but we're glad to see you at the Blue Boys, and I hope, Dale, you're very, very intimidated, and well, good luck for the rest of the season, I guess. It's going to be exciting tomorrow night.
Is Mitch Robbo going to play?
Yeah, Mitch should be fine.
You should be fine.
He's won't take his ADD pills for a couple of weeks just to be ready for this game, so he should be ready to go.
When do you boys play, Charlie? You don't?
I'm not sure when we play the Blues.
Usually it's pretty early in the season, so
Yeah. We played round 22 last year.
Yeah.
I remember that. That was our last encounter, but not sure this year.
no.
Very good.
We've got a couple of questions, mate, because we can't let you go without asking some more hard-hitting questions. Now, Bryce, we've got a couple of questions in from our viewers, which is interesting because it's the first show, so I don't know where they've come from. But is Sean Hampson the best-looking man in the AFL from Riley?
He is a good-looking man, isn't he? And the way he's going, I think they might have some good-looking kids as well if they keep going the way
Does
they're
Andy
going.
Lee get down there much still?
Yeah, he does. Yeah, no, there's not too much tension.
That was a cheap
Not
shot.
too much tension down there, but it's
Keep
good
going,
both
Frankie.
ways.
We've got another one from Alexander. Who's got the worst iPod playlist at the club?
Ed Kerno, hands down.
What's he listen to?
I couldn't tell you. I don't think there's a genre that you can put it under. He's hopeless.
He's gone the opposite way to you and he's grown the afro.
He has. He's trimmed all the side up, left the afro on top. So
Yeah, a couple more because I can see you starting to sweat up. These are pretty hard hitting. So, does Mitch Robinson, a friend of ours of the show, he must come on again because we want to get him the can of V because apparently he loves his can of V. Does he drink them every day and is he hypo because of that?
the V and the energy drinks calm him down.
Yeah.
They have the reverse effect
Fair
on
dinkum.
him. Like I said, when he doesn't take his tablets for a while, he needs to get the V's and the mothers down to just to calm him down a bit. So.
And mate, just one from me. The tripod feet.
Yeah, this
You,
is a big
Russell,
question.
and
Don't
Murphy,
play this down.
Because no one, you never give anything when people ask you in the media, what is the tripod feet?
A couple of off seasons ago, we all found ourselves single men and just in the off season just had a bit of fun.
Very good.
See where
over
this
that
is
couple of
going.
weeks.
Very
And,
good spa, too.
Yeah, just I was telling the boys off air. I remember it would have been 3 or 4 years ago. We were at off season, of course, so we were allowed to have a couple of beers. We ended up back at my place in a spa. Do you?
I do remember
You
that.
recall that?
Your hospitality was fantastic.
Thank you. That's all I was after. Just a compliment.
It was a good night.
I think we might leave it there just before we get in trouble. You don't go home empty
What
handed,
time
Frankie.
are we? We better be
The
careful.
Blundstone
Oh,
pack, he
right.
gets.
Wow.
What else does he get? He gets the vital strength. You're across the list. You know
What
the
cost it,
sponsor.
mate? You might be quick in your. What do you wear? Nike boots, footy boots?
I'm the Adidas, mate.
Oh, sorry,
There you
Nike.
go.
I mean, sorry, Adidas. But mate, you'll be even quicker in the Blunston boots. So thanks to our friends at Blunston, you take home a pair of them. And of course, you don't go away empty-handed. We got our lovely friends at Vital Strength giving you all the supplements you need. Not that you need them, you're doing pretty well there as well. And Footy Kids, make sure you get your ebooks there, and you can buy them at Amazon. And check out the website, footykids.com.au.
Thanks for coming in, mate.
No worries. Thanks for having me.
We'll be back with plenty more GMY footy right after this.
Hey guys, so you're gonna have protein after your workout, right? But hang on, you need the right protein to get the right results. Vital Strength Pro Muscle. It builds serious muscle, not just bulk. Vital Strength Hydroxy Ripped, getting you lean and ripped faster. Vital Strength Launch, the great tasting low carb whey protein. Are you getting the right results from your protein? Complete nutrition is vital. Always insist on Vital Strength.
Welcome back to GMY footy. A big thank you to Bryce Gibbs, absolute superstar.
Yes, absolutely. 80,000 tomorrow night, MCG, Carlton Richmond. Looking forward to it.
You're better than Bryce.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're a better player. But if you weren't here, I reckon he'd be better.
Typical Carlton supporters. Thanks a lot.
Now, mate, you've got a brand new segment, Dale's Inbox. This is where you get to bring some stuff to the table this week because this is our first show, obviously, but the viewers can get in on this.
Yes, very excited, Dino. I've had 5 months off to get a couple of things together. I've got 2 lookalikes for you first up today.
Yep.
My first one, Jaeger O'Meara. Young guy, plays for
The
the...
Jaeger Bomb.
Yes, plays for Gold Coast. Good looking fella, here he is here.
Yep.
And I reckon he's a dead ringer for Taylor Lautner from Twilight.
Yes, Nick.
What are your thoughts?
Yeah,
Good
no,
stuff,
like that.
mate.
4 out of 10, that one.
4 out of 10. Okay.
happy with that,
tough
yeah?
crowd. Tough crowd. If that's a 4 out of 10,
next
Frankie,
one.
have a look at this one. I can't claim it. I didn't do this one myself. I actually have stolen it, Dino. But you will like this one more than anyone.
Okay, well, I'll be the judge of that.
Here's about a 60-year-old lady.
Here we go.
She's looking very tidy. I think she's at a pub. She's got an arm around her with a stubby, which isn't surprising.
She's actually cute.
But if we can put up the great man to my left, Dino here, if that is not
that
the
is
same
yes.
person or your mum, I'll go he.
How did I know that one
is
was going to pop up?
fantastic. That is
Did
probably,
you stitch me up with that one?
I think most people on your Facebook page, I think, stitched up with that. And that is probably the greatest lookalike ever, Nick. And I believe she was found, I think, at the Shamrock Hotel in Echuca. And hello if she's watching, but that was a fantastic lookalike.
Hi, Mum. My real mum.
That could be your sister.
Yeah, how can viewers be part of this one, Dale?
Dale's inbox at deanandfrankie.com.
Yep, and they
That's,
get on your Twitter as well.
Or Twitter at Nick Dalseno. So I love Twitter, so I'd love to hear from you guys. If you've got any ideas, if you see a lookalike, whatever it may be, stitch the boys up. We look forward to it.
Now, Supercoach,
Oh.
huge at the moment. It's right upon us now. We're in a competition. There's a lot of
Yeah,
money in line,
lots
so
of
we're
money.
head to head. Now, if you had to choose one player right now through the midfield on Supercoach,
Yep.
who would you choose?
Well, in my team, I've got $191,000 left.
Yep.
I'm going with Steve Caniglio.
Ooh,
Yeah,
smart.
GWS,
Yep.
17 new guys that they played on the weekend.
Yep.
he's the pick of them.
And
Because
he's
he
sporting
can
a very
make
nice
money and then
hairdo.
you can on-sell him. and
Exactly.
think he's a bigger player.
Keep him for a little while, handball him off, get someone
You're
better.
in my side. 640, I reckon.
640?
Yep.
Okay.
Actually,
You got it?
I
Touch
do-
cheap.
I've got a question because obviously the Supercoach is absolutely massive. And I've got you as my vice captain at the moment,
Yep.
and when that's nothing against you.
Yeah.
But I've been told that Gary Ablett has had probably the best pre-season in his career, and he's my captain at the moment. But I just want to know, Dale, how are you feeling, and should I change you to the captain?
No, go with Gary. I've heard from sources up at the Gold Coast he's actually been turning up to training and doing the pre-season. So
You haven't been training?
me or him?
Yeah. Have you been
Oh,
training?
I've had a couple of sessions here and there. It's summer. It gets a bit hot at times, Dino, so it's not my style.
You must train with the rig that we showed earlier. in the
Yeah,
show,
I
right?
had a sunbake.
Now, Put Your House On is a new segment on this show, Frankie. It's between you and I. It's a rotating segment. So 1 week I have to choose one winner from the round. If that winner loses, Nick Dalsano, along with the viewers at home through Dalsano's inbox at deanandfrankie.com,
Dale's inbox at deanandfrankie.com.
you can set a dare.
Yep.
So whether it's swimming with sharks or something. This week, I put my house on Adelaide to defeat the Gold Coast at Metricon Stadium on Saturday.
Surely, is there a rule that's a cop-out? Because that's obviously a cop-out.
Okay, you can't pick the same team twice.
Okay, can't pick the
until
same
you've
team
gone
twice,
through
right.
them all.
Fantastic. So Gold Coast to get beaten by Adelaide, okay? And, well, that's put your house on it, because that's going to happen.
And we were just chatting in the break. That opener was all his idea. That was a shocker.
Yeah.
It wasn't a shocker.
That was a shocker.
You had 5 months and that's what you came up with?
That was absolute art, and if it wasn't for the two who couldn't sing in tune, that probably would have sounded a little bit better.
Was that all your voice under it? Thank you, Dale. You're going to be back next week?
Definitely be here, boys. Looking forward to it.
Don't care if Frankie's back next week. You're going to be back. I'll do the right thing.
Whatever.
Thank you to Blundstone. Thank you to Vital Strength. Thank you to who else?
Thank you to Dale, not you.
We'll see you next week on Gen Y Footy.